Hello, everybody. How's it going? I want to answer questions of people that have asked me, what is parental estrangement like? And I can say it's fairy tale to nightmare. Because if you have not ever experienced this situation, you can truly not be prepared for what's around the corner. I'm not saying I was a perfect mom. I am not saying everything was peaches and cream in my house. I was not a perfect parent and I did not have perfect children. I'll say that I believe my home was a place people wanted to be. My kids didn't go to private schools. They went to public schools, Milwaukee public schools to be exact. So those are a challenge in and of itself. But I pulled them out of MPS, their grade school, because it was getting a little tough, rough around the edges. And I thought I'll put them in a private school. And if you became a member of the church, your kids got to go there for free. We went, realized it was not our cup of tea, and then I put them back in MPS school. So, anyways, they went back with their friends, and we made the best of it. So, raising my kids, I love being a mom. I truly believe my greatest accomplishment was giving birth to and raising my two daughters. I I, I don't know. My oldest was fairly quiet. She was a sweet little baby. She was kind of chunky. She didn't cry much. There was no fussing and this and that. She was just really easygoing. My youngest, on the other hand, colic since birth, very stubborn, very hard-headed. But both of them were just amazing individuals, and we were very close. Hanging out when they became teenagers, we hang out and go places, and they were as tall as me. I'm 6'1", and people would say, "Are you guys sisters?" And I'd say no, but I had them young. I got pregnant and I had both of them by the time I was 21. So I was a young mom, and I have good genes. My mom looks young. My grandmothers looked young. It was kind of ran in the family. So I never assumed in a million years that at my age, I'm 55, that I would ever be disconnected from my children, and I would not have had the experience of being a grandma. So here it is, and initially when it happened, it was sticker shock, and I thought, this can't be. Even everyone in our lives said, are you kidding me? So there's that. You deal with all of that, and people think you've hidden some deep, dark secret because if your kids disconnect from you, you had to have been probably the most awful person in the world, and most likely you have bodies buried in the backyard, and or else you're out committing crimes, or you're drinking, or you're smoking, or you're there's people start to think there you must have multiple personalities because there's a part of you I don't know. I never saw that side of you. So then you're dealing with all of that and the fallout, and all I can say is you need to wake up from that nightmare and and not sit in it. It can be really one of the toughest situations to be in because you are consistently defending yourself, defending your actions. People are asking you questions. Where are your kids? What are they doing? What's going on? And so you're hit on that side too. You're thinking, I don't have answers. And so I think for me, I had to disconnect from a while from people that knew us because I didn't want to run into their grade school teacher. How are your girls doing? And you're like, I don't know. So after a while, everybody kind of knew. Everybody in our lives kind of knew what was going on, and they just kind of left it. And that's a good place to be when people stop asking you, stop badgering you, and stop trying to get information that you simply don't have. It's like a foreign language. I don't speak their language. We're on different planets. I have no idea. Where do they live? I don't know. What's going on with them? I don't know. And so there comes a point in time when you say, it is what it is. Que sera, sera. Whatever shall be, shall be. And try to look at the brighter side of things. I had to wish them well. I had to say, I give them to God. I had to say, I pray that they are safe, happy, and healthy, that they have love in their lives, that they are thriving. And I had to disconnect from them and realize we are separate entities. They don't belong to me. I might have given birth to them, and I might have raised them and given them a home, tried to do my best, but they're not mine. It's not, I have a car, I pay for my vehicle. Eventually, the title will be mine, and that's a material item that I can claim ownership over, but we don't own human beings. And so when you think about it like that, I had to release my daughters and say, I hope whatever I poured into them, they flows through them and is passed on into the world, and they are caring and loving and kind. And another thing we don't think about is our children have established a life outside of us. So they've met new people who think they're great. And so let's just say one of my daughters passed away and I was invited to go to the funeral. I would meet people that they had added to their life after they walked away that would say, oh, your daughter's the most wonderful person in the whole wide world. And I'd have to say, well, I can take credit for that. So all is not, what you've done has not been for nothing. We are meant to leave our families and go out into this world. So all you can do is pray for them and know that what you gave to them can be given to other people. And you might not see it right now, but know that your love does not end. It flows into your grandchildren and your children's neighbors and their spouses and other family members. And so you can put a twist on it. So you no longer have to reside in that nightmare. You can wake up and create a whole new world for yourself. So I hope this helps. I'm not perfect. I hope I give you a little bit of relief, rid you of some guilt and shame that you've been carrying, and just take a break from it. Sometimes you have to disconnect from the internet in order to connect with yourself and start to enjoy the life you've been given. So try that. If that doesn't work, keep trying. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.